Hi, everybody. It's Sunny from the Chamber here with another great story about an organization in Oklahoma City who's doing a lot to help our community right now. I'm lucky to get to be here with President and CEO of Allied Arts, Deborah Senner, who's also my really good friend. So I'm glad to just get to see her to talk about everything that's going on with Allied Arts. Hi, Deborah.
Hello, Sunny. Hello, Chamber friends.
Chamber friends, you are one of our all day, everyday chamber friends. We do a lot of work together. For those people who aren't as familiar with Allied Arts, talk to us about what Allied Arts is and what organizations y'all help support.
Oh, absolutely. My pleasure. Certainly, I want to make sure that I state that Allied Arts was actually started by our amazing Oklahoma
Yes.
City Chamber. And that was 49 years ago. People knowing that we needed something to not just make sure that we had arts groups, but that it was thriving and that there would be a multitude of offerings in art venues so that we can attract businesses and certainly so that citizens here can experience a true quality of life with the many offerings that we have. So we're really grateful for the start that the Chamber gave us and for the way that we've been able to grow over these years. In the last 49 years, Allied Arts has helped to infuse $70 million back into your arts community. So very thankful for the partnership. And we do want to continue to grow each and every year. This year we have our campaign that we launched with a goal to raise $3.5 million for the arts this year. And it's been somewhat of a struggle. We're still very optimistic that with the partnership of the entire community that we will be able to still hit that goal, because our arts groups that we represent, everything from the large ones that you may be very familiar with, like the Oklahoma City Museum of Art, Oklahoma City Philharmonic, the Oklahoma City Ballet, as well as the smaller budget ones that you may not be as familiar with, like Metropolitan School of Dance or Life Change Opera, or Life Change Ballroom, Cimarron Opera, Dead Center Film Festival that brings us an amazing film festival each year. We have over 46 different arts groups that we help, all from Central Oklahoma. So helping to make them stronger in every way they can, not just through fundraising, but we also help them in marketing efforts, and we help them with building their boards. So if there are people out there that really have a desire to be on an arts board, please contact me, because we like to match you with the groups that need your skills. And the other thing that's very important and the major pillar of Allied Arts is that everyone has access to the arts. So we help make sure that there's over 729,000 arts experiences a year for kids, K through 12. And we're also making sure in those underserved areas where we're in Title I schools, bringing programming there. Also for at-risk youth, elderly populations, developmentally disabled, special populations, hearing impaired, visually impaired. We want to make sure that everyone has access to the arts, and that money that we raise throughout the year is what helps to connect those dots. And we also try to make sure that there are free public performances. So all of the groups that we serve, we encourage them to have one component that they do that is free and open to the public.
So you mentioned your workplace campaign. I know you've got a lot of other cool things going on right now that we want to talk about, but at the Chamber, we participate in the workplace campaign every year. And I know that's such an important way that you raise money to help these arts organizations. Tell us what's happening with it right now during this time where a lot of us aren't in our workplace.
Absolutely. And we are so grateful to the Chamber for doing that workplace presentation each year. We have your support there. Shannon Lockwood leads our efforts there, and we visit over 100 different businesses during the course of the year and educate all of their employees on the great things that are happening in the arts and the free opportunities that are available, and how they can also make sure, like I said, that the arts are available to the underserved. We make sure that there are arts programs, Guitars for Vets, so that veterans suffering from PTSD can have that opportunity to do the arts. We also are making sure in the hospitals, people who are sick will have that opportunity. And that campaign, the workplace campaign, generally raises about $650,000. And because right now we have challenges in getting to the workplace, we just had to adapt. And so we have taped Shannon doing her amazing, wonderful presentation, and it's available for people to watch at home. So you can still learn about allied arts and all the things that we do in the community. You can learn at home and be part and contribute.
Where do you go to get Shannon's presentation? How can you see it?
Well, if anybody's interested, I can connect them, but Shannon Lockwood is who runs it, and on our website, allied-arts-okc.com, you can have access to all of our employees through the website. And
Excellent.
Shannon would be thrilled to bring, she has about 4 different versions that are available. So if you have 15 minutes for your staff, if you have 30 minutes for your staff, she does her full presentation for you.
But Shannon is a staff favorite at the Chamber, and especially in our membership group. So I would encourage everybody to take advantage of that and watch the video. You know, back
Absolutely.
in March,
and she along with Sunny Kearley were named in the most powerful young professionals. So Ra there.
Thank you, Deborah. So back in March, y'all were getting ready to get ramped up for your big Artini event, which is a huge fundraiser for you all each year. What did you do to pivot really quickly whenever it became clear we weren't going to be able to have in-person events for a while, but let people still participate and be excited about what you're doing?
Well, I was truly excited about Artini this year because they selected
such a good theme.
They selected the theme of Camp Teeny. So this is really spearheaded by our Young Catalyst group. And our events manager, Blair Sims, has done an amazing job. But they selected camp as kind of a celebration of the outrageous.
Love
and
it.
They have carried that throughout. And so on the actual date that Artini was supposed to happen, many people had already put their outfits together. So we had camp at home, kind of a runway situation.
So fun.
It was hilarious. So I participated because, of course, I had to, but I was really trying to, it was exciting to see the creativity from so many other people around. And they were really looking forward to this event. As I said, this was our 18th year. Really, truly excited about it. I think I have been to every single Artini. It generally raises between 50 to 70,000, which is really important because this is the contribution, as I said, from the Catalyst Group. And they do everything. They go out and secure these major sponsors, and they secure auction items. And then we have the participation of all these Oklahoma artists. And I will tell you that as we saw that this was going to be in jeopardy, we just really felt like there was an opportunity to have the most amazing virtual Artini. And so that's what we decided to do. All of the artwork has been featured online, and you can see it on the Allied Arts website. But if you would like to bid on it, you load the app called Handbid and do 2020 Camptini. You can see all of the items. You can see all of the raffle prizes that are going to be given away. And you can browse. You can do a buy it now. And we just think that it is a great way to highlight these Oklahoma artists and still have something very fun to do on a Friday night.
Yes.
That's what I'm going to be doing. I guess I'm going to have to mix a martini or something and
yes, you should have martinis and watch. That's such a good idea.
I encourage everyone to do that.
We will do that tomorrow night. We've already done our pre-shopping, and there is a scissor tail photograph that's printed on metal that we've got our eye on, and a couple of
I highly
other
recommend
things.
that piece.
Me too. It's
highly
my favorite. So besides your annual campaign and besides the Artini fundraiser, you've also done some special effort around raising money for the arts during the COVID-19 crisis. Tell us about that work.
And one more thing I did want to say about our Artini before we go to the next is that, you know, Sunny, Oklahomans are generous, and yes, all of the sponsors agreed to keep their dollars in. And that is why we're able to give 100% of the proceeds of the artwork tomorrow will go directly to those artists who need it.
That's amazing.
So all of the sponsors stayed in. I have to say our premier sponsor, Tito's Homemade Vodka. You can't have that great martini without Tito's Homemade Vodka.
We've got a bottle in our bar. I'll get it out tomorrow night.
They were so incredible to be 100% all in. as well as Paycom, Hogan Taylor, and Mansion Senior Livings, all of our major sponsors. There are others. I can't go name everybody right now, but so appreciate everybody saying, wow, the artist community and the creative workforce are hurting right now. And we need to go ahead and let this event go on and let those artists keep 100% of sales.
That's amazing and so generous for those sponsors to do that. So what about your COVID response fund? I know you've been able to do some things to help get some money to those artists and arts organizations that need a little extra help right now. Tell us about what you're doing there.
Absolutely. As you might guess, it has been devastating. I mean, museum venues, doors are closed, theaters are dark, and entire festivals have been canceled. Our beloved arts festival that I look forward to,
Yes.
the entire community looks forward to every year, as well as entire seasons of some of our arts groups have been canceled. And we've really been trying to track the losses here. It's going to be devastating because already we're tracking in between $8.5 to $10 million of losses to date. Not only that, but 75% of the groups are reporting that they are being forced to have either permanent or temporary layoffs.
Oh, no.
And 98% have reported canceled events. And so Allied Arts certainly jumped in, saw the need. We seeded the fund with $100,000, and
Wow.
we appealed to the entire community to first give to the campaign, and if you can, give to the emergency relief efforts. Artists are out of work, and we have worked so hard with the chamber, with so many entities to build this amazing arts community, and we cannot let COVID tear it away. We just can't. So
absolutely.
The arts groups are definitely hurting, and I think one of the most endangered sectors right now, because they exist for people. But what I'm most proud about is our arts groups, being the creative types that they are, they're all turning their program to make it virtual, make these great opportunities for at home. So many of our groups, they are doing programming right now for your children at home.
Everybody needs that right now.
That's right. We try to post all of those on our website, on our Facebook, all of our social media channels. So do look for those opportunities. I certainly want to applaud Peter DeLacy and everything the Arts Council has done. They are still taking arts lessons into senior centers. They have art lessons available every day for kids that are at home. And then, they have that great program called Art Moves. And so at noon every day, they're generally in some highly populated location, bringing the arts to the community, but they have live streamed it all. And so listened to, it was great. I listened to one of the artists, and they were doing a follow along how to draw koi fish.
So your favorite.
I got on and I got to draw along and do a koi fish with them. But not just that, there's musical entertainment. Sam Carey, he's a wonderful local cellist. He did a concert. So every day, if you just need a break from everything COVID, go look at Art Moves, because they're doing an amazing thing. Oklahoma Children's Theater is doing story time. The Oklahoma City Museum of Art is still conducting virtual tours. It's not the same as being in the space of a magnificent work of art, but it's what we can do right now. And that will be our commitment from Allied Arts and from the arts community, is that we know that people find joy, hope, inspiration in these small little things through the arts. And so we want to continue to bring those to the community.
And we all need that right now more than ever.
Absolutely.
So what else would you want us to know, either about your work there at Allied Arts or about some of these great experiences that arts agencies in our community are providing right now?
Well, I would just say, certainly everybody is hurting. Everybody is doing their absolute best to connect and to try to find ways to recognize our healthcare workers. So, like one of the Art Moves sessions that I watched the other day was an artist actually teaching people how to make different kinds of masks,
Oh, so
so they
neat.
could help healthcare workers. And also several of the groups are showing kids all the way through high school the importance of making the signs to our first responders, so that we can show them our deep appreciation for all the long hours, the hard work that they're doing. So just those are some of the things that I think your arts community will always be committed to, uplifting, educating, empowering, bringing hope and inspiration.
Well, we know at the Chamber that having a vibrant arts community is critical for economic development. So thank you, and thank Ally Arts for everything that you've done in the past, but everything that you're doing right now to help keep us strong.
Absolutely. I mean, because you bring up the economic development, yes, it is an important part of what we do. The arts industry is about an $872 million annual impact, and employ 29,000 statewide, but in greater Oklahoma City, 20,000.
Wow.
And I fear for what that might look like 6 months from now. We will certainly be adhering to all of the rules and restrictions of Mayor Holt and Governor Stitt. But we will be anxious to bring the arts and the community back together live and in person. But until then, just know that you have our commitment to bring it to you in every virtual way that we can think of.
Thank you so much, Deborah. I think I speak for all of us whenever we say that we feel like the future of our arts community is safe in your hands and in the hands
You're
of
so
Allied
kind.
Arts. So thank you so much for what you're doing. Thank you for talking to us about it today. And thanks for everyone who's been watching these little chamber vignettes about good things that are happening. We have a lot of positivity here in Oklahoma City and a lot of momentum to keep us moving forward.
I'll say
Thanks
one
for
more
watching.
shout out, if I
Yes.
could, to Roy Williams, because we had our board meeting earlier today, and Lieutenant Governor was on, and he gave us an update. He's one of our board members as well, and Lieutenant Governor Pinnell. And then Roy got on, and he said many of the chambers have bonded together, and we signed off on a letter to say don't forget the arts. And so it was definitely more of a United States wide effort that Roy was involved in. But Roy is, as I said, Roy is on my board. I'm on board of advisors. This partnership is vital to help make the arts continue to be strong for our city and for our state, because these arts groups that we represent, 46 plus, they're out going in our rural areas, as well as coming up with unique opportunities right here in greater Oklahoma City.
That's absolutely true. That's a great closing note. Don't forget the arts. Roy says so.
The arts. Roy says so.
Thank you, everyone.